I think I did say that, and I think that was wrong.
Yeah,
I was
you
incorrect
said that
on
numerous
that.
times. You actually said you chat
I don't think about
GP'd
numerous
against
times.
AB when AB was like, I don't think that's correct.
Yeah. By the way, I that's something I looked into, and I was actually wrong about that for
Okay.
sure.
Don't you feel like this kind of misinformation is somewhat? Don't you think that saying stuff like that is going to make people infer that you might be more pro-Israel than you let on?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't
mean I'm
work like
Zionist?
this, right? You're not just like clicking a box and you're like, well, I said it was a genocide. What more do you want from me? Okay, you did, but then you spend all of your time criticizing people,
Responding to
who are
harassment.
offering analysis and not justification, but
Can I
analysis.
can I flip it on you a little bit?
Formed. You're upset with people
Can I
learning
Hasan, you're doing
about,
it. You're doing it again.
Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm
You're just
hoping
talking,
to
bro.
explain to you something so you recognize that you're wrong, as you've done twice
No,
now.
you
So
don't need to
this is
explain
productive
anything to me.
now.
I understand your point. Don't you? So you're accusing me of being irresponsible with my words. Don't you think saying you have no issue with Hezbollah makes people think you're pro-terrorist?
I don't care that people think this. It's ridiculous.
So are people valid for thinking you're pro-terrorist when you say?
Do you believe the State Department's
Answer.
designation for terrorism
Whoa!
is
Answer the
valid?
question. Is it reasonable for people to think that you are pro-terrorist when you say I have no problem with Hezbollah?
Do you believe the State
Whoa!
Department's
Answer the question.
designation for
You
terrorism
gotta
is
answer
valid?
that one. You answer my question, and I'll answer yours. Are people
Ethan,
valid
you
in
rely
considering
heavily on your
Can you
audience
answer?
not really understanding the
please
terms that
answer
you
my
are
question.
using.
Let it
okay?
be noted
When
you are
say,
dodging-
Oh, Hasan defends terrorists. Okay, there's a
Literally
reason
just
why
did.
you say that. You say that to disparage
literally
me
just did.
without actually addressing my arguments. And now, when you're faced with me, face to face, to talk
God,
about
bro,
these
you're
issues,
doing it again.
you agree with me. So if you agree with me, you called Hezbollah a noble group. Should I just run around being
beginning,
like,
shit
defends
changed.
terrorism? Well, I think you do, but for a different
I
reason.
said their
and we'll get to
actions
that in
were
a second.
noble. I didn't call them a noble group. Again, you have a problem with the truth.
You just said that their inception
I
was
said their
a
actions
noble
were
one.
noble.
You said
Yeah.
Hezbollah was.
It's different from saying Hezbollah is a noble organization. But I really need you to answer this. Isn't it reasonable for people to assume you're pro-terrorist if you say stuff like, I have no problem with Hezbollah? Just answer the question, yes or no?
I don't think it's reasonable for people to assume that I'm pro-terrorism because I think people are going to assume that regardless because I am
But
presenting
people can
a
assume I'm
position-
Zionist. But it's
What?
okay for people to it's okay for people to assume I'm Zionist.
Yes. Because
Got it.
No,
The
you don't
logic
understand
is
what I'm saying.
clear.
I get why people assume that. I get why people assume
I get why
fucking
people assume
pro-terrorist.
you're pro-terrorist.
Yeah. Do you feel?
Do
okay,
you?
let's talk about that then. Do you feel like someone being branded pro-terrorist is as impactful under the Trump administration as someone being pro-Israel is?
Well, as someone who's been branded as a pro-Israel Zionist in my space, it is a horrifically fucking it's resulted in the unbelievable, unprecedented. I've been on the internet for 10 years, right? I've been through all kinds of controversies, all kinds of shit. I have never once in my entire life, Hasan, experienced the amount of harassment, the organized, psychotic campaign to try to ruin my life,
Dude.
all of my
Dude.
stop.
Dude.
All of my employees' life, my family's life, their family's life. This is your community acting in response to what you're saying about
Do you have
me
any
being
evidence that this
pro-Zionist.
is my
So do I think
community?
it's
Do you have
worse?
any
In my
evidence that this
experience,
is my
it's much
community
worse.
that's done any of these things that you're talking about?
Okay, Hasan, can I ask you a question? Why the fuck were you browsing H3 Snark the other day and pulling clips from that?
I don't know. Someone fucking sent me a clip in the chat.
Oh, okay. And so you shit and pissed about me pulling a meme from Destiny's subreddit.
Ethan,
I have
look
never
to
even
your-
pulled the subreddit up, but you're on stream browsing H3 Snark. How do you explain that?
Ethan, your entire subreddit is a snark subreddit dedicated to me. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's literally
I
not
don't
true,
think-
but
I don't have a single issue at this point. What are you talking about? You have personally moderated your own subreddit to turn into this, by the way.
What?
So many people that have criticized
you're
you
lying.
from your own fan base have left your
Hasan,
community
you
for this
said your
reason.
community
because
has
you can't
nothing to
take
do
a
with
fucking
this.
ounce of criticism from your paying members. How many people are like, I love Teddy Fresh. I have so many fucking pieces of Teddy Fresh clothing. Now I feel embarrassed to wear it because look at what he has become.
There's
this
plenty
is
of
at the
fans.
heart of
Don't
this
worry about
problem. If
that.
you want to talk about it, from the perspective of psychoanalysis, the real reason why you've gone on
Hasan,
this endless
you are
vendetta
lying.
is because
You
you
said-
can't comprehend the reality.
Jesus Christ, bro!
that
I just want to have a
your
conversation. I don't want to
your
just
own
like
audience
just
that you've
gish out
cultivated
forever.
has a has a difference in opinion in the way that you've presented yourself throughout this conflict.
Hasan,
And if
please,
you
let me just
demonstrated,
talk. This is
if
you
you
say
demonstrated
your
a
community has
fraction,
nothing to do with the harassment that I've received.
Ethan, if you demonstrated,
Somebody, please,
Ethan,
Hasan,
listen
let me
to me.
finish a point.
If you demonstrated
Hey,
a
dude,
fraction,
you gotta let me finish a
I'm gonna
point.
mute
This is
you.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna mute you and just keep talking if you keep doing this.
Okay, that's great. I think that means you won the debate.
Yeah. No. Listen to me. If you
So I'm not
demonstrated a
muted.
fraction
So hold
of
on,
the
let me
humility,
finish. You gotta let me say something.
if you demonstrated a fraction of the humility you did just now,
You've
most
got
people would not have left your
let me
community, by the way.
say something. I don't care that they left the community. That was obvious.
You definitely do.
I've got plenty of fans left. Don't worry. Here, listen. You claim your community has nothing to do with the harassment. Yet you said in the same breath that your chat linked you to H3 Snark, the subreddit primarily responsible for coordinating that harassment, and you pulled it up on your stream.
Do you have evidence that H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say
Like
that?
random anonymous Redditors?
Did I say that?
What's the?
I said
So who
they're
called
primarily responsible for
CPS?
harassing me.
Who called CPS?
What the fuck? So I don't know. Did I claim they did? You're dodging, bro. You are absolutely dodging. You
Ethan.
claim your community has nothing to do with the harassment, yet you are
Ethan.
browsing H3 Snark. Now, let me
Ethan,
ask you this, Hassan.
you
How many times have I
absolutely- you
browsed the
absolutely,
Destiny
without evidence,
subreddit on my
have
show?
blamed virtually everyone for calling CPS. Answer my question. So you don't know who
What?
called CPS, and yet for the past couple of months, you've been like, it's whoever I don't like
It's
that is
the
called
fucking
CPS.
tone-
And now you're
no.
claiming that my community is responsible for it.
I think it's the tone. No, bro, what is wrong with you? Did I say your community called CPS? The harassment
You're
campaign is
inferring
much
it.
more
Yes,
broad than
you're
that.
inferring
Absolutely
it.
not. You can't address an actual issue, so you turn it into you're straw manning, basically. I'm saying your
Bro,
community is responsible for this participating in this harassment campaign. You said chat sent you this link, did they not?
Yes. Last week. What are you talking about?
Okay, so your chat is involved with H3 Snark, which, by the way, funnily enough, the new Snark page is called Leftovers H3, and it's got a
Thank
picture
for
of you
giving
in
it
the
a shout
avatar.
Out. Shout out to Leftovers H3.
It's got a picture of you, Hassan. You don't need to shout him out. You're already doing it. Don't you think that's
you
odd?
Did it.
No, I
Also-
think it's.
Also, what do you think? Like, first of all, do you think I have any say on what fucking happens in these
Yes.
subreddits? What are you talking about?
You have a say what happens in your Discord and chat, which you absolutely do not moderate. And there's so much evidence of the disgusting
that's also
shit.
completely fucking false.
Well, why did you criticize XQC for not moderating his chat when you called in?
Ethan, I can't believe you
Why
would. I
did
can't
you
believe you would bring
criticize
this up. Here, let me tell you,
XQC
okay?
for not moderating his chat?
Yes, XQC has actively used this community over the course of many years at this point, as he was, doing Gamba and wanted to fucking keep gambling and felt bad
not
that I was
answering.
criticizing him to attack me. Okay, there is a difference between
And
someone
that's
doing
different
that,
than what
don't
your
you
community
think?
has done. How?
What?
How is that different than your community attacking me?
You want to know how it's different? I have an 8-minute clip compilation all the way from when our podcast ended all the way to December of 2024 where I actively defend you. That is moderating my
Please,
community.
bro, I do not give a fuck about your quote-unquote defending as your community went rabid with your approval. Please spare
with
me.
my approval? I just told
Yeah,
you.
it's your community, bro. You literally say in this clip that it's let me play this clip for you because it will show just
people
what a liar
don't fucking
hypocrite you
like
are.
you, big dog. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
they
what-
love you,
What do you want me
huh?
to do? What do you want me to
Fucking
do?
everybody
They don't
loves
like you.
Hasan.
You're fucking-
Everybody loves iDubbbz too.
Ethan, people don't
My
like you. I
objective is not
can't
to be
make
liked,
them
Hasan.
like
That
you.
might surprise you. It might surprise you. My objective in life is not to be liked. Or I mean, it's not to specifically be liked. That is not my
Then
objective. I know that's
why?
foreign
Then
to
why?
you.
Why are you bringing any of this up? People don't like you. I can't change that. Okay? There's plenty of people who
Yeah.
don't like me either.
My whole career has been people not liking me, but I've never experienced this level of harassment. You are unwilling to contend or concede any point that you are.
Yeah, because
you
I'm not
are.
responsible for it. Here, play this video, Dan. Here you go.
Anyway, it's not about being liked either. It's about
Here.
harassment, bro.
Go ahead. Show your audience because you've been saying that I've been like leading a harassment
Yeah. I'm
campaign.
waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
I sent it.
Are you?
It's embarrassing
Dan-
too.
sorry, hold
especially
on.
because of the
Dan
way
is
you
in the
behave
bathroom. I got
now. Ugh.
Dan is in the bathroom, so hold on. You okay?
My argument with you in that conversation where I said there's not anything I can do was literally because of the way you were presenting yourself. In the conversation that we had, you inferred that JVP was akin to capos. You said that from the river to the sea
Oh my
Palestine would be
God,
free
bro.
is